At Florida Mid-South Realty, we bring family values, professional service, and local expertise to every real estate experience. With small town feel and a personal touch, we're here to help you find the right home or sell with ease. And don't miss the Florida Rockstars, our live podcast every Tuesday at 8 a.m. Florida Rockstars, rocking real estate news and all things local. Florida Mid-South Realty, your trusted hometown team.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your evening update.
It's been a nice weather day across the Tennessee Valley on this Tuesday with mostly sunny skies. Just a few clouds earlier, but clouds will be increasing back across the area after midnight tonight. You see stormy weather out in the plains with a tornado watch over Oklahoma. There's going to be stormy weather setting up just off to the west of our local area here as we head through a large part of the week before we get in on the action locally as we head into the weekend. A lot to talk about here, and there's some details I'm going to need you to pay close attention to as we go through the forecast so that you have a true understanding of the forecast, because things are such a close call and a narrow miss for our area. I don't want you to misunderstand anything about the severe weather threat that will be nearby, but we may get just by with it narrowly missing us. Upper 60s and lower 70s today. Lawrenceburg Airport got to 68 this afternoon after a morning low all the way down at 37. Of course, no rainfall in the bucket with mostly clear skies. Did hit 70 this afternoon at the Muscle Shoals Airport, right at the normal average for this time of year. No rainfall. Started at 42 this morning. It won't get down to 42 tonight, however. We will get down to the upper 50s as we head into the evening toward midnight or so. And then things reverse. We have clouds moving in after midnight. Southerly wind strengthens. That's going to warm temperatures back up toward daybreak, back into the mid, maybe upper 60s to start the day. Around daybreak, a stronger south wind getting sustained 15 to 20 by daybreak, gust as high as 30. They will gust up to 40 at times going to the afternoon. Mostly cloudy skies here, but a little bit of sun getting into the low to mid 80s across the area. And then by 4 or 5 o'clock, we'll be watching the radar just off to the west of the area. Notice the Futurecast model showing some supercell thunderstorms out here in western Tennessee with the potential for tornadoes. Now keep in mind, our viewing area here at Tennessee Valley Weather starts at Hardin County, Tennessee, Tishomingo County, Mississippi, and then Wayne and Lewis counties in Tennessee, and then works eastward. Those of you that watch us just outside of the viewing area in places like McNairy County and Chester and Henderson counties and Decatur County and Perry County, you're just outside of the viewing area. So when I say that it's going to narrowly miss us, it could still include you. If you were in those counties, McNairy, Chester, Henderson, Decatur, and Perry, you were still at a higher threat for severe weather Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night, but it will narrowly miss, I think, Hardin, Wayne, and Lewis, but it's going to be a really, really close call. You will need to watch these supercell thunderstorms in places like Selmer, Henderson, up to Parsons and Decaturville and Linden for the potential for tornadoes late Wednesday afternoon and especially overnight Wednesday night. You'll see the model takes those northeast, additional storms moving in after midnight. Notice once they start trying to get into places like Hardin County, Wayne County, Lewis County, they start rapidly weakening because the environment over our local area just not as supportive for those type of thunderstorms. It's going to be a really close call. We're going to have to pay attention across at least western parts of southern middle Tennessee especially, but I think for our local viewing area, the severe storm threat for Wednesday narrowly misses us just to the west. But over western and northwestern Tennessee, there is a level 4 out of 5 risk of severe thunderstorms for the potential for long track type tornadoes. So if you're in those western and northwestern counties just outside of our viewing area, you really, really, really need to pay attention to go through your safety plan. But again, our viewing area here in Tennessee that goes Hardin, Wayne, Lewis, Murray, Lawrence, Giles, and then Marshall, I think it's going to miss us just to the west. And then I'm pretty confident for sure it's going to miss northwest Alabama and Tishomingo County, Mississippi off to the northwest. As we go into Thursday, thunderstorms set up near and northwest of I-40, but they'll be close by. So as a just-in-case buffer zone, we'll hold on to a chance of thunderstorms for Wednesday, for Thursday, for Friday, even though they'll set up northwest of us. We'll hold a slight chance of thunderstorms in the forecast as a just in case, because they're so close by, we want to give wiggle room so you're not caught off guard. But it's Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, in the early Sunday morning as the entire storm system comes eastward to get ready for a pattern change that I think our local area sets up with a risk of strong thunderstorms. I can't tell you just yet whether it's going to be a lower end type risk or it may be something more significant, but we'll have to watch it carefully. Nothing to be scared of, but our local area will be watching this one Saturday into Saturday night and early Sunday morning before cooler air moves in early next week. We go from the mid 80s here through Saturday to the lower 60s as we go in early next week, and maybe some patchy areas of frost going into the middle of next week. Much colder air filtering in. This is that classic just before Easter cold snap and light patchy frost across the area next week. This is why we always tell you, don't plant sensitive vegetation that you can't protect from frost before tax day, because something like this usually happens around the first half of April, and then we start getting into warmer weather, except for blackberry winter that usually happens in early May. So cooler air next week. We're talking about daytime highs in the lower 60s, maybe upper 50s, lows down into the 30s, and patchy light frost possible next week. Your overnight forecast here, increasing clouds, especially after midnight. Notice the temperatures start going the wrong way because of that and a stronger south wind. Upper 50s before midnight, and then back into the mid 60s to begin the day. Again, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is a just in case. We're going to hold a chance of thunderstorms in the forecast each day. However, each day, I think the main action is going to miss us just to the northwest, but we'll watch it for changes just in case. Better rain and thunderstorm chances in our immediate local area late Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, ending early Sunday morning. Maybe some strong storms along the way, but too early to know exact details on that. Clearing and much cooler into early next week. There's your latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 9 o'clock for a final check of your local weather.